Senator Kamala Harris says that the Democratic strategy to win Michigan is to earn every vote. The vice presidential candidate made campaign stops yesterday in Flint, and then she also came to Detroit. And I had the chance to talk with her one-on-one about the importance of Michigan in the presidential race. We also talked about the passing of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, honoring her, as well as Harris's role should Senate hearings on a nominee take place before the election.
And the first point is just to honor the life of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She was such an incredible public servant. She fought for her entire life for equality for all people, but with a particular emphasis on women. In terms of the Senate Judiciary Committee, you are correct, I'm on that committee. Our job does not get started in terms of our role of advising consent until, of course, there's a nomination. Joe and I have been very clear, and Joe has been very explicit about this, and I share that belief that the American people, 42 days before an election for the next president of the United States, while people in our country are voting right now, that the American people should be able to elect their next president, and their next president then makes the decision about who will be nominated to the highest court of our land.
But what if that doesn't happen? The Republicans do have the vote if a nomination is made. Mm-hmm. That confirmation can happen in the next 40-some days.
Theoretically, that's absolutely right.
What's your biggest concern if that's the case?
I believe that, as I think many Americans do, that when American people are actually voting right now for who will be the next president of the United States, when we are 42 days away from that election, that it is inappropriate, it is wrong, and it is against the rules that they set up the last time with Merrick Garland, that there should be a nomination now.
You said the path to the White House for the Biden-Harris ticket is to win Michigan. In 2016, Hillary Clinton lost in Michigan by about 10,000 votes. So what is the strategy to win?
To earn every vote. I am here to listen. I am here to respond to the needs of the folks who are here. And to earn their votes. And so it is about what we intend to do to, as we say, build back better in terms of the economy, what we intend to do for small businesses in terms of access to capital, what we will do in terms of getting a handle on the COVID virus.
And she actually talks longer about what they want to do about COVID-19. She talked about their whole plan from day one. She talked about their strategy here in Michigan, and shared much more in terms of her biggest concerns, what keeps her up at night, what's her biggest concern about them going up against Donald Trump in Michigan. And if you want to hear more about her message to Michigan voters, you can see more of my interview. We have posted it on the homepage of clickondetroit.com.